What's going on, guys? Dr. Brute7 signing in back with another PlayStation Vita tutorial. This is going to be about the PlayStation Portable emulator Adrenaline. I'm going to help you guys to set up the emulator to get the best and complete PlayStation Portable experience. In order to get started, obviously you're going to need the emulator itself and also another homebrew file known as Autoplugin. We're going to download Adrenaline first, go into Vita Deploy and go into App Downloader, scroll down Adrenaline. Check that box and just download it. First, we're going to download a couple of plugins. Autoplugin, run the app. The very first plugin that we're going to install is for the one-touch execution. It can be found under Vita plugins, install plugins, and the third option, I already have it installed. It's called Adrenaline by the official flow. For those who have different storage locations, you can change the locations by tapping into L or R. I have all my system files in URO. Head back into the main menu, head over to PSP plugins. We're going to download and install the no npdrm for the PSP games. I'm going to be installing in URO. If by any chance you have made a mistake with the installation, you can always uninstall the plugins by hitting on triangle. It says disable the plugins. It's going to uninstall the plugins. And we're going to download Remastered Controls plugin. These are a couple of settings that is going to enable dual analog function on PSP games. So we're going to install that as well. So whichever game that you want, you just go ahead and install it for that game. The most essential plugins have been installed. Additionally, you check for plugin updates. So just exit from Autoplugin II. It's going to restart. Go ahead and run the emulator. So this is going to be a first time setup. We're going to install the official PlayStation Portable firmware on the memory card. Hit on X. The firmware has been installed successfully. X to boot the PSP XMB. We are done setting up Adrenaline for the first time, and also if you notice, the single touch plugin is working perfectly. Now next thing would be to install the games. You can either do it with the help of PKGJ. I have made a tutorial how to set up PKGJ. You can acquire the backup through different means. Do not ask me how to do that. Do your own research. Now there is another way, the official way of putting in the backups. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. On the screen, you can pause it. This is how you're going to set the path for the original PSX games and original PSP games. Just set that path into your memory card. I'm going to show you guys how to do that on the PC. Follow exactly what I'm about to show here. This is how you're going to set up the destination for the PlayStation 1 and the PlayStation Portable games. Do exactly what I'm about to do here on screen. You have hidden folders view option enabled. Find the PSP EMU folder. Go into the PSP subfolder. You're going to find another folder named game. This is where you're going to put the PlayStation 1 games. If you do not have a folder created like this, just make sure that you create one. PSP EMU will already exist. Just make sure that you create the subfolders like how they are created. In order to put the PlayStation 1 games, they need to be in .pbp format, and also you require the title ID of the game. So as you can see, this is the title ID. I have a website for that. You can find it in the description section of my video. Visit the website and then you can just look up the game that you want. Here's the title ID of the game. Now my game already has the title ID. If you want to do it manually, you just create a new folder and name the folder with the title ID. And for the PlayStation Portable games, you do not require any title ID. Take your backup, paste them into the ISO folder. So that's it. This is how you add the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation Portable backups into Adrenaline's library. Okay, so time to check if we have properly copied and pasted the backups and added them into the emulator. We're going to find all the games in the memory stick. Here you go. This is Spider-Man 2 that we copied, the PlayStation Portable game, and this is codenamed Tenka, PS1 game. Okay, time to tweak some settings. Press and hold the PlayStation button, Adrenaline settings. Here, we're going to bring in some changes. Hit the right shoulder button. Here, you can save your game. Hit on the right shoulder one more time. We're going to tweak some settings here. For the graphics filtering, set it to advanced AA. Smooth graphics, set to yes. Filter color, you can change it to blue, yellow, black based on the lighting environment. Screen scaling, we do not have to do anything for the PlayStation Portable titles. For the PS1 titles, I'm going to show you guys while running PlayStation 1 title. Let's head over to the main menu again. Open official settings. If the bilinear filtering is checkmarked, uncheck it. You can also activate the right analog stick. So the game looks pretty crisp. Please note that it's just a minor graphics upscaling. The resolution is still the same. I can control Spider-Man using the right stick as well. Head over to PlayStation 1 game. Now we're going to change the display settings here because it's not full screen. Press and hold the PlayStation button, go into settings, hit the right shoulder button twice. It's totally based on your preference. I'm going to set it to 1.25. So now it looks way more better. Head over to the main menu, open official settings. Now go to other settings, bilinear filtering, just uncheck that box. This is the best PlayStation 1 experience that you're going to get. I'm not having a good time because my character is looking all over to the ceiling. This is how you're going to set up and configure the Adrenaline emulator for the first time. Alright, so that was it. If you like this video, please make sure to drop in a like and subscribe. Check out my other contents. I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Dr. Root 7 signing off. Peace.